And I think it's so impactful and it's such an intense experience to say goodbye to them, because the reality is that every time they come and they leave, we have to face the reality that this may be the last time that we see my grandparents, that my aunts and uncles and my mom, that they see their parents. And there's some truth to that, but there's a suspicion there. And the suspicion is that the separation that death creates is an ultimate separation, where we'll never see our loved ones again. And that suspicion causes so much pain with us because we're not meant to be separated from our loved ones. We're not meant to experience the reality of death that separates us from those that we hold dear. And we can recognize that this suspicion is based on a lie. That in reality, Jesus Christ died. He suffered, died, and was raised from the dead to show us that death does not have the last say, but rather his love is invincible. His love prevails. His love has the capacity to make all things new. And so that's one thing that I always try to remind people, especially at funerals, that your words that you may not have said, your experiences that you cherish with your lost loved ones, all these things are not lost. The Lord in his resurrection has the capacity to resurrect even those moments. He has the capacity to make all those moments new, to bring back to life your bonds of love that you created here on earth. That on this day we commend the souls of those who have passed to the mercy of God, to the love of God. And we ourselves, in order to be assured to re-experience that love, to re-experience those bonds of friendship, of communion with our family members, we ourselves must run to Christ, who we commend the souls of our dearly departed. The Lord also asks of us to partake in his work of redemption. Because as the gospel said, it is the will of the Father that these individuals who have passed be saved. But he does not do this endeavor on his own. But yet he wants us to be partakers of the work of redemption. And for that reason, our prayers are efficacious. Our prayers cause about an actual effect on someone who has passed. And for that reason, we pray for the souls in purgatory on this day. Because the Lord in his goodness and his willingness could easily grant pardon, grant mercy, grant healing to the souls in purgatory, and allow them to come into their eternal rest, to experience eternal happiness. But he wants us, through our prayers, to not only sanctify those who have gone before us, but that in doing so, in praying for the souls in purgatory, we ourselves are sanctified. Because those relationships are elevated to a greater nature. Because we express through these prayers that we are working for their eternal good. And that is the greatest manifestation of love.